Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. Most categories of fuel will decline effective tomorrow. A liter of 87 and 90 gasoline will sell for 25 cents less. The cost of these finished products fell by about $1.75 over the last few weeks. Now, diesel and ultra-low sulfur diesel as well as kerosene will decline by 25 cents also. Propane and butane will, however, increase by 15 cents and 25 cents respectively. In the meantime, oil prices settled up more than $2 today as a report of lower inventories in the U.S. and cuts in Russian gas flows to Europe offset concerns about weaker demand and a U.S. interest rate hike. Now, Brent crude rose $2.22 to $106.62 a barrel. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude gained $2.28, ending the session at $97.26 a barrel. And still in the U.S., the Federal Reserve raised its interest rate, that's the benchmark overnight interest rate, by 0.75%. The second straight increase by the Fed is in an effort to cool inflation, which is at its highest in the U.S. since 1980. Now, the Federal Reserve says inflation remains elevated, reflecting supply and demand imbalances related to the pandemic, higher food and energy prices, and broader price pressures. The policy rate now stands at a range of between 2.25% and 2.5%. The U.S. Central Bank Chief Jerome Powell said another unusually large rate hike may be appropriate in September if price pressures have not significantly subsided. And back home, total assets at commercial banks were valued at $2.1 trillion by the end of 2021. The Economic and Social Survey published by the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, showed the value represented a 13.8% nominal increase compared to 2020. In real terms, considering foreign exchange gains and asset appreciation, the sum represented a 6.1% growth in asset value. The main drivers of growth in real terms were foreign assets, which grew by 16.9% to $472.2 billion. The value of other assets owned by commercial banks increased by 11.2% to $522.6 billion. And to today's trading, the U.S. currency is selling for an average $154.26. The Canadian is going for $120.85, $186.22 for the pound, while the euro is trading for an average $158.17. The JSE index fell by 599 points today, while the junior market index gained 47 points. Among the winners were Productive Business Solutions 9.75% shares, Margaritaville Turks US dollar shares, Fosrich, JMD Group 7.25% shares, and Portland JSX, while on the losing side were T-Tech, Cygnus Real Estate Financial, General Accident Insurance Company, Access Financial Services, and MPC Caribbean Clean Energy. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. Stay with us. The regional and international news roundup is right after the break.